All right, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wrong scene. With update 4.0, no more contracts. Any contracts that you have, you're gonna get compensated with at the bottom right here. You can see basically for every 60-day contract, you will get a chance deal. And for the information is there basically. And you get a chance deal for a pack that has epics we had before, highlight cards we had before. I feel like those who spend, they get shafted. But we're gonna get into the full detail. Those of you guys who missed out that are on Twitter, they don't follow updates, even though this update is actually in the game, by the way. Pretty much this update is in the game. Like if you check notification. But I get it, most of you guys don't check stuff like that in a way. But in case you miss out, I mean, there's no danger. There's no danger. If you release players, you get contract. These contracts you'll get compensated for and so on. You're not going to lose your current players right now. But I have a feeling eventually in the future, we're not even going to have eFootball 2025 and 6. It's just going to be called eFootball. And I did say that back in eFootball 23. I said this game will change massively eventually. Not necessarily to the better. Because it seems like they're going less effort, more profit in a way. I think the one thing that really bothers me, they nerf an ability and they sell a card. Like they nerfed Curl to sell as Blitz Curler. They nerfed Headin to sell as Bullet Headin, and so on. But the information is right there. Those of you guys on YouTube, I'll link you up in the description. Those of you guys on Twitch here, I can link you up if you want. Now, what it tells you basically what carries over for the next big update, which is 4.0. It's going to be in mid-September. In the mid-September, I'm guessing it's 15th. So basically, yeah, there's going to be another update, I think. But before that, that's going to be like leaving eFootball 24. So don't worry, you're not going to lose your current players in a way. That's why contract is being removed. But removing contract is too good to be true. So there has to come up with something. And I think, in my opinion, eventually, maybe 2 or 3 years down the line, your team will get reset. Like my club, you have to start from zero. But what's important right here, this bit right here, that I'm paying attention to is what you get if you have your contract. Like at the moment, I think I have about, let me see how many I've got. I have a lot, man. At some point, I barely missed out on anything. Contract renewal item, yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can show you right here. As you can see at the top, I have 13 60-day contract and 1,723 10 days. So for every 60-day contract, I get one chance deal. Meaning I'm gonna get 13 chance deal for the 60 days. And then for every individual 10 contracts, for every 6 10 contracts, I'll get a chance deal. I'm not a mathematician. 1,723 divided by 6, that's how many I get, I suppose, right? But it just shows, again, like some people would say, hey man, like that's a good thing. At least it's not going away for nothing. Well, imagine if it went away for nothing. That would be like the biggest fucking scam ever. And by the way, I can only speak for myself. Like, I know what I'm getting into. If you pay attention, every time they post an update or something, it always says at the bottom, legally, it says, subject to change. So they can just change anything whenever they freaking want. That's the fact, really. But that's what it is, pretty much. Every 6 contract renewal, 10-day, you'll be converted into one chance deal, explained above. And then it says, from a box containing 100 previously released epics and highlight players. Now, epics and highlights are different. So that's what it is. Now, for those of us who spend often, right? Basically, all my contract that I was keeping to keep my favorite players now is gonna go away, and I'm gonna get compensated for players I already released. Like, I get it. I'm not just thinking about me. I get it. Most people don't even spend. Like, good for you. But not only those people who spend, it helps the game to be free for you to play. But above that, we have Epic Team and we spend, we always get this at the same time. And now we're getting shafted here as well. Because me keeping 1,000 contracts, I want to keep Totti for 3 years, for example. This was my plan. Now I'm going to lose all these contracts, and I'm going to get compensated by players I already released. That's why I have these contracts. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it's not about me. It's not just generally speaking in a way. Because I remember at some point we were spending for Legends, and then later on would be free. Good for everybody. So that is something, just a quick update regarding this. Probably I can rant about it a little bit more, but what's the point? Who cares? Who cares at this point, right? But I do update all news. Those of you guys on YouTube or here, on Twitter, on Discord, you want to follow everything, game tips, etc., we'll post them there most of the time when I can. But I think if they remove contracts, this is my prediction in a way, right? If they completely not remove contract, if they suddenly make teams reset, like let's say for 2027 or 8 or even 6, late 26, let's say, probably wouldn't happen. But let's say for 2027, they're going to reset. Like with every new title, they go into reset, like how it was on my club, for example. If they do that, they need to compensate with something. Maybe they add some sort of transfer market where you can transfer players, like trade players with your friends with the currency of an option of GP and coin. Maybe they will give us a market where you can buy position trainers and trade, because they need to give us something to shut us up. Because at the moment it's tough to be a PES fan, because eFootball is the best, closest thing to PES basically. That's why most of us still play. And sometimes we just need the slightest new thing we get excited about, where I feel sorry for ourselves.